time only goes over a tenth of a second faster.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, those who caught the Challenger Split race. Congratulations to Darian Sikloven for winning that one. But here now the focus is on the Master Split race. Well, you're joined here. I'm Kilgore Trout. Alongside me, virtually that is Cyprian Stoyan.
Hello.
Hello. And yeah, we're at the Silverstone Grand Prix. It has been sponsored by DAC Racing. Thank you very much for that. We always appreciate our sponsors. As someone goes off there in the looks like a Griffin gaming car. But yeah, I believe the guys are just coming out to do their flying lap. How about we go on board with them, mate? And that we shall do. So I believe Alex is, yeah, everyone's likely to go into the pits. Let's see who doesn't go into the pit. The majority of them are likely to do the in-lap. Oh, here we go. We've got a Lioneers driver, which is Case Wilhelms. Case will be running solo tonight as his teammate is off celebrating his brother's birthday. And as I say that, Case gets a bit loose, and I think that might be the end of that lap. So he stays out of the way of Yilitalo that's gone board with Yilitalo. Has he done? He has done a 1:39.4. I don't think these lap times are representative, are they? No, they're not right. No. Okay, so yeah, Tommy's done a 1:27.7. There you go. That's not too bad so far. I mean, it's still early days. There's plenty of time for the grip of the track to improve. Obviously, as these drivers set more and more laps, the track gets faster and faster. Tommy Latalo letting Case Wilhelms pass through. Fair enough. Is anyone actually on a lap? Jack Yates heading through the national pit straights, the old pit straight that we used to use last season. Speaking of last season, let's have a look. So last time round we had Mustafa Maradi racing the younger GP. He came first. Andrea Schilder for Griffin Gaming in second, and Tarek Batata for DAC Racing in third. And if you are a keen Trout follower, you'll recognise that none of those drivers feature on this grid this season. What have you got to say to that, Cyprian?
I must take my breath.
Yeah, okay.
After the race.
Cyprian's still recovering. If you've been watching the Challenger Split race, unfortunately Cyprian did miss out on a championship. I mean, that's just how it rolls. Have you been interviewed since?
No.
No. Okay. Well, let me take this opportunity.
It's okay. Not a good start, but I had an aggressive strategy with C3, and C4.
Yeah.
So I managed to keep my quali position, but in front of me was so much fast drivers like Arian and Dimitri, so even without the spinning crashing from lap 1, I don't know if I was able to get a podium yet. But
yeah.
I feel okay on this track. I like it, and I hope to return faster next season on it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, it was a very strong pack. Let's be honest. The Challenger split has been very strong this season. You know, we had the likes of drivers who should have been in the Master Split, but that's just,
all the drivers improve from first race, second race.
Yeah,
they're becoming to.
I mean,
faster and faster.
Yeah, they've only gotten strong with each race, and it's been showing as Giovanni spins as he comes out the last corner, just proving that even the best drivers get it wrong.
Yeah, it's a tricky corner. You can't extend it much there. That's too tough. Take you outside, easy, and not on the.
So last time out, it was the Hockenheim ring. We had Nico Bossa on pole position, but unfortunately for him, Steve Stevenson secured the championship by winning that race in the Oxtan car, outscoring the younger GP driver. I mean, what were your thoughts on the Master Split championship?
It's decided now.
It has been. That's what I just said. Yeah, but I mean, it's been fairly one-sided, if you don't mind me saying. I mean, there were hopes and glimpses of championship rivals, but it has been pretty dominant from the Stevenson camp.
Yeah, it's so festive, and others are faster, but I think Steven keep the head down every race, focus on the race, doesn't do many mistakes. I think at the beginning of the championship, he had some incidents, but then he focused on every race. So last races was perfect for him, and it is it.
Yeah. I mean, he secured the championship for himself, but the team championship still is open for debate. It's fairly a big gap. 33 points currently Oxtan have over Younger. I think this is why Stevenson's having a little break. He's done his job in his head, but I'm hoping he comes back over the next 2 races at least to help out with the last 2 races. Tommy Latalo solo gunning tonight for the Oxtan team.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job.
Yeah, so far.
7-7, yeah, with low grip, and he has more time to improve the time.
So on board with Nico Bossa, who's just about to embark on his qualifying lap. Currently second in this session, 1:26.7, 7/10 off Irmus Rees, who is very fast in the 1 lap pace.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong camera angle. Fairly cautious through the first few corners as he comes onto the Wellington straight now. DRS open. Brake just after the marker there.
Just Discord stream?
Oh no. That's Stephen Hapner I can hear. If you can join the server, that'd be great. I'm not streaming on Discord.
I'll try. Good evening, everyone. It's your race.
So Stephen Hapner shouldn't really be here right now, but as he decided to go watch the F1's sprint race, no spoilers. But everyone else who's committed to Formula Trout League has stuck to the schedule.
Damn, I'm not committed.
He's not committed, man. This is disappointing. As Nico Bossa comes on the last few corners now, he's up on his time, but he won't be able to beat Irmus so far with 7 minutes left in this qualifying session. He does manage to ebb a bit closer. Oh, he does go faster. What? Okay. Alright, that Delta was wrong, but congratulations.
Yeah, what happened with Delta?
Yeah, that Delta let me down. Exposed. But Felipe Olsen, up on his time, looks like he might be able to break into the 26s here. Oh, and he will get a slipstream from the. Is that Case Willems? He's just.
It's not so easy with the slipstream here.
No?
It is, but if you stay much behind the other car, don't.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Yes.
As I told you, you're gonna lose a lot of time because of the dirt here, so.
That's unfortunate for him.
The car in front must move away very fast if you want to gain, and this is possible only in the teamwork, so I don't think other driver would be so kind to give a go.
Yeah. Alex Cochran comes into the pits.
Am I allowed to join in a Trout car? I mean, in like a Formula Hybrid.
No,
I can give you the Mercedes car, and I will watch the stream with Silver.
Well, the stream got delayed though, so you can't really do commentary.
No, I'd rather. If you can stream via Discord to Hefner, that'd be great. Anyway, the show goes on. 5 minutes.
Waiting for interview.
Oh, we're gonna get a four-man commentary team going in here.
Oh,
They say three's a crowd. What's four? What's four? Fucking my bad. Swearing, effing and jeffing. Anyway, just under 5 minutes to go now, and we're on board with Jordy Lois, currently 5th fastest. Is up on his time by just under a second. Let's see what he can do here. It'll definitely put him in P3 at this rate, unless my Delta surprises me. Manages to find a lot of time through Beckett's, but then loses it on the exit of Chapel. Gaining a lot of time there. See if we can hold it. And yet, as I predicted, goes 3rd fastest and is fairly close to the ones ahead. So that'll be a confidence booster for Jordy, who is known for his one-lap pace, at least. Ernest Reese is on a stonker of a lap. Let's see if we can catch the end of that. He's 3/10 up. Loses a bit in the last corner, but that will put him first. Energy, yeah.
I think Kurmas has time for another lap with high grip, high level of grip. This track, he can pit very fast, then exit, out lap, and less seconds to catch a lap.
Cyprian, is it correct? You have a black screen.
You have to click on the so-called.
Now it's okay. Why I have black screen?
Are you streaming your Assetto Corsa window?
Yes.
Gustavo Dalla Valle, 4th fastest. Good on him. DRS open for Alex Cochran. And he's on a good lap as well. I'm sure the grip is just coming to these guys. Can someone confirm to me how much grip is on the track currently? Steven Stevenson joining the server. I bet you he's in a Trout car. I bet you.
Yeah,
Breaking the law. I'd rather you didn't do that, Stevenson.
well, he's a driver.
You'll be able to see.
Can you see now?
No, that's still black.
Why?
I don't know.
I watch the Stevenson stream. We're riding on board with the 93 car. Is that Maximilian Younger?
Nope.
93 isn't. Oh no, that's Nico Bossert. I didn't even know he drove number 93.
Oh, these cameras won't go.
You can watch mine now.
Yes,
can't
it
see.
works.
It's all the PC, so
It's very bright.
But it works.
It works. The
I'm
number
good
5
on weight.
car-
I'm good on
Guys,
driving, not
please
streaming.
keep the commentary on topic and keep your technical issues elsewhere.
Okay,
No problem,
this
mate.
guy's going fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bossert didn't think he improved there. He's remained second place. Urmus, the other JGP car, is on pole position currently, I think.
I believe Bossett is
Might
now
just
on
started
his
the lap.
flying lap.
We just started it.
Yeah.
I think Urmus is about to too. So got the two JGP cars on the push lap, already locked out the front row for now, as the final seconds tick away from qualifying session. I think they recently switched to a singular qualifying session again, apart from the double or the Q1 Q2 system.
Nico needs this lap to stick if he wants a chance of taking pole from Urmus Rees here. Urmus Rees isn't improving in the first sector.
Although the Drivers' Championship has been decided, I think there's still a Constructors' Championship to be fought for.
You're right there.
And I think JGP is still in contention to win it.
That's very correct. And this is looking great for Nico. He's finding plenty of time in the last few corners. This will put him on provisional pole. It would have, but it didn't.
Didn't-
Why didn't it?
He must
Depends
have
on-
left the track.
He must have, yeah, you're right. He must have cut the
Mistakes
corner.
and,
That's unfortunate for
maybe
Nico.
a little mistake.
And I think Kurmas extend too much.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
ideal for Nico.
Ah, yeah.
This guy here, 9/10 up. Where will that put Dave Southwood? 8th fastest.
And Jordi Loais with a third place qualification. And the two back cars on the place 5 and 6.
Alex sits on quali lap also. See,
He's on
Alex
C3.
is still on
Is he?
the
Oh,
lap.
Jesus, sorry.
C3s and
it's
Lando.
really
He lifted.
ah, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. So whilst there's some downtime, shall we go to our sponsors?
Yeah, sure. New segment. Please.
Mon petit chien, tu es si belle, pourquoi sais-tu?
What the bloody hell did you just say?
Mon petit poulet, comme tes parfums un sauvage.
I swear me now, mate. You say that one more time, I'll knock your block off.
Pourquoi ne pas faire l'amour par terre?
Look, mate, I don't know what you're trying to sell me here. I'm just here for the Formula 1. What are you trying to do here?
Numéro 47 par le sud.
Number 47 by South.
Oh shit.
And we're back. Thank you for that. Thanks for that. I mean, I've got a bottle of number 47 here by me right now, and it smells great. Yeah. Anyway,
So,
the race. Not long now until the lights go out. We have Ermus Rees on pole, and alongside him in the younger GP car, his teammate Nico Bossert.
as the 6 Assetto Corsa lights slowly come on. And we're off for the British GP Formula Tram. Master split. It's Alex Cochran.
What a good start from Alex.
Oh, Alex Cochran, a great
Yeah.
start. There's a car off in the back. Don't know who that was. I think that was one of the back cars. I think that was Dalla Valle. Alex with a great
Great
second.
start and attacking Nico already.
Great start from Alex Cochran as he tries to go down the inside of Bolsert here.
But it's Ermus Rees who pulls away and has already made a 1 second gap over his teammate Nico Bossert. But yeah, like you said, Alex Cochran making a great first lap start.
Not easy to hit up the C3 tires in the first lap, but Alex managed very well and looks like he's attacking me.
And Dave Southwood eyeing up the likes of Felipe Olsen. Will he give him enough space? And we get some really dodgy camera angles and some really nice ones. The Delta isn't looking too shabby at the moment, as the tracks are all over the place. The cars are all over the track even.
Average Delta.
But Nico Bossert currently lagging behind from his teammate Ermus Rees.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
Felipe Olsen has spun.
That creates an opportunity for Alex Cochran to try to look in behind him and try to overtake him. And hopefully that will slow them down enough so Jordi Loas can catch back up to them.
Would be nice to see these two guys, Jordi and Alex, can stay in the RS zone next lap.
You're right, Jordi Lois. I mean, like I said, he's got good pace, but I've never seen him like this far up at the end of a race. So I'd like to see him, you know, stick with these guys for sure. Felipe Olsen finding himself down in P10 now, challenging Tommy Ilatalo for P9. As we embark onto lap 3 of 34 around the Silverstone Grand Prix, sponsored by DAC Racing. Good move from Southwood. He seems to have made it stick. DRS open, and yeah, he's been gifted DRS as well.
You already know, you already spun it.
No!
Oh!
And that is Dave Southwood up into P4 now.
Just knew it was going to happen.
Too
Far
predictable.
away.
And if you've got Geordie spinning on your bingo, your Trout bingo card, it's time to cross it off.
It's one of the easier bets to put on your bingo card.
It's harsh, but
It's harsh, but it's true, sadly.
It's the sad truth.
Yeah, we'd love to see him battle and contend for podiums. It just never be like that. So we wish you a quick recovery, Jordy Lewis.
Only down in P8. He can recover from this.
Oh, is that a JGP off?
Oh no, is it? No.
Oh no, it isn't.
No.
It isn't. It was a car off though.
Don't do me like that.
That was...
Amor?
Who was that? Ali Gokman.
That was Gochman?
Yes, it was.
What you want to see? An LJ driver. Currently driving behind Jordy Lewis.
Oh, as Felipe goes deep, finds himself sandwiched between Lois and Tommy, and now Agnes Rositas as well wants a part of the action. DRS all round. Oh, that's a lot of damage for the...
Side of Ilitalo.
Yeah, a lot of damage there.
Ilitalo trying to go for the crossback here. Very good example of a corner to do a crossback. But doesn't quite make it work yet, as Agnes pulls a little bit of a gap to Ilitalo. Now for Tommy, all he needs to do is just keep his head down, keep his pace up, and try to stick with him. As I'm sure Agnes will catch the two cars in front up too. And
Yeah, I think it's another strategy with C2 tires. You can see how easily the others overtake. As you say, he must take calm and focus on the race and manage those times.
is Oxtan one of the contenders for the Constructors' Championship?
Well, considering that is the case, it's not looking too good for them at the moment. Might need to get
If that,
Stevenson back in the car sooner rather than later.
if that's indeed the case, then Tommy Vitala needs to get some good points this race. As,
Jack Yates finds himself in a really good position at the moment, P6, and looks like he's challenging Giovanni Amorim for P5, who seems a bit out of shape. So I wonder if this is going to work. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it did. It kind of worked. It's a bit jittery. So, yeah, apologies. So there's a replay on the screen at the moment, but it's not my best work. But yeah, it seems like a fairly clean start from the majority of the pack as they make their way through the first few corners. And yeah, by the looks of things, Alex is already up into P3 before the end of turn 3 as we jump back to the race.
Nice replay, Chuch.
It needs work, but it's a work in progress. As Yates rides that curve a bit too much, gets unsettled, manages to hold it together, but he will lose a bit of time here and won't benefit as much from the DRS. So it's probably worth talking about strategy at the moment, as Giovanni Amorim is one of the few drivers on the C2 tyre in the top 10, including Tommy Ilatalo down in 10th. So they'll be playing the longer game here, as Jack Yates and a few of the other drivers. I wonder if they've been influenced by the Challenger split race with the two drivers ahead opting for the one-stop strategy. What are your thoughts, guys?
One stop has rarely actually worked. Two stop is usually the faster one, but sometimes the one stop works. I don't know about this track though.
So, I mean, not to say that the guys in the Challenger split weren't pushing to the absolute limits of these cars, but these guys are in the Master split for a reason. They're going to be a bit faster. They're going to be pushing these tyres and nursing them at the same time. You know, I don't know if the one stop is going to be a viable option, just because of how much speed you lose trying to hold it together. I don't know though, the 25 to 30 seconds in the pits as, oh, brilliant move from Geordie Lewis, just barges his way through as I accidentally pressed the wrong camera. Geordie Lewis, oh no!
Not again.
Oh,
Not again.
Oh, he's carrying
Same
away.
corner too.
Yeah.
Oh.
almost touched
He almost took out his other guy.
Oh no.
this team.
All he knows is his teammate, whoever that was.
Agnes.
I wonder, does this work? Oh, it does! It does! Oh, look at that! And yeah, we just see our boy Lois just get shamed in slow-mo.
He has not learned his lesson from the previous time, I guess.
Weird exit there. I think he lose the front end.
Always make another move.
Oh. Hamilton battle
Oh,
with
no!
Leclerc. No!
Oh no!
Oh my god. That
It
was
was
just,
such a nice battle.
he slowed down to let him back on the track and then he got hit in the rear and then, oh, all hell broke loose, bro. Can't be having that.
Almost Hamilton Perez. But and now
Shouldn't be
Agnes.
slowing down to let someone else back on track. You just can't do that. You shouldn't do that anyways.
Agnes now finds himself at the front of the gaggle of the cars. Giovanni has pulled away by the looks of things.
Homie's come back into this too.
Oh, they are not.
And I've just been served a lovely dish, so I might go quiet whilst I nom on that. These guys are going to fill in for me though.
What you got there?
To stir fry. It's even got a spring roll. And then, oh god, my mouth's watering immediately, guys. Yeah.
Steven, say something.
Who did it?
And it looks like Felipe Olsen is the first of the cars to pit. In fact, I don't think we've seen anyone pit so far.
Oh,
I'm
Olsen is
curious.
pitting.
I think everyone will do to stop. So I'm curious if any of those drivers.
Well, Olsen's in the pit lane. I don't know how early it is, but it seems kind of early. He's the first. Let's see if he can actually undercut anyone. I don't think he will, because the warm-up just takes so long on the C2s.
Steve, I managed to do first stint in 2 laps with C3, then I extend 30 laps with C3, and final stint with C4 was so aggressive. But last 2 laps was tricky because the car lost the rear and sliding a lot. But
He's actually come out on C3.
Felipe,
Yes, he has. Guess he's
Yeah.
saving it for the end.
yeah, for sure will be C2. It's impossible to put C4 after 9 with 9 laps. So C2 at the end of the race. Two stops helps you a lot also with battery recovery. You're gonna have full battery in a low engine mode. You can have only 7-8 maximum laps of energy.
Magnus Rositis is just about staying with Geordie Lewis. He will be gifted DRS for his hard work. Let's see if he can put it to good use. Rear wing fully open even. This food's so good, it got me forgetting English, yo.
Let's focus on racing. Not food.
says IT support over here. Anyway, full beans down the old National Straight, hanging in there on the right, past the Max Verstappen Memorial, and now it's left, right. Some of the favourite corners of a lot of drivers. It's very technical part of the track. And Agnes is losing time, but Geordie isn't, as he's gaining on Amorim. He is not done. And I am, because I'm going to put another mouthful of food in my mouth.
What did he say?
I've just muted my mic a bit prematurely there for the guys in Discord, but I said I'm going to shove food in my mouth.
I'm gonna go get some food. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mock you with my own food.
This up close now. 150 FPS.
This should help Agnes, possibly, depending on how close Geordie can get to Giovanni. This will be much closer this time round to see how much closer he can stay. Nicely done. But Giovanni will be saving his his battery for the straight, surely.
Yeah, he was saving before it.
Oh, and he goes for a move! Oh!
It's a lunge!
That is a lunge and a half. Those quick reactions from Amorim, but they did touch for sure. Geordie needed to make that move, I guess, mentally, but Amorim won't be happy with that one, I'm sure. Who finds himself already 1.3 seconds behind and now under attack from his teammate, as in Geordie's teammate, Agnes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go back
like
to eating. Sorry.
Looks like C2 tires doesn't look so good in this stage of the race. Oh, what a speed. Agnes saved it there, but he loses time. Yeah, I think it's the C3 pit window now. The car starts to sliding and doesn't feel very good. These high speed corners. So must be very careful with the car now. The throttle. See. It will be very interesting to see what tire put every race driver now. Urmas is pitting. Sidwick and Urmas, so for sure he will lose C4 at the race.
So Urmas makes it out ahead of Geordie, which is it's good for him. He's in clean air now, and will likely catch the likes of Dave Southwood.
Yeah, I think he's gonna gain like 1 second at least on the lap. Dave Southwood.
And on this episode of Food Wars,
I have a banana.
he has a banana. I don't think that trumps my stir fry, but I'm happy that you're upping your potassium game. Anyway, back to the action. Urmas Rees has pitted, and now it's time for his teammate to pit. Let's see, let's go on board with him. And it's such a long, slow ass mother frickin' pit stop that, you know, these guys will feel like it's taken forever. And that's Alex Cochran past him. And let's see, as he comes to a complete halt, where's his teammate? Coming around the last corner, he will likely still be
ahead.
P1, yeah, net P1 even. As you can see, is Nico peeking out in the distance.
It's easy to gain fresh tires.
He does seem a bit closer. And there you go, Tommy Litalo, Jody Lois, all in the pit.
I don't think Urmas knows this, but I predicted that he would win the race, and he knows that whoever I predict wins does not win.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
I predicted that right before the qualifying started, I believe. It's unfortunate, but I still think he has a chance.
that's scaring me. I'm sorry to barge into this.
You do this all the time, Maxi, please. I appreciate your attendance, but still.
What's better, my banana or his stir fry?
I would say that I'd take the stir fry, to be honest.
Damn.
If I
You're
had
not,
a choice.
you're not helping me here.
Yeah, I'm sorry with that. Sorry to disappoint.
And lap 14, my boy Alex Cochran is now pitting, even though he's in the lead. There he is.
Yeah, you should pit it before.
I'm curious who will decide to do the one stop. I will divulge now that my boys are not on the one stop. They're deciding for the two stop, the younger GP guys.
Nico was on C2s or Mrs. on C3s.
I've been told by at least one of them that they want to do the two stop. I'm pretty sure Hermes is on the two stop. So maybe Nico might try and take the C2 to the end, I guess. But I know for 100% sure that Hermes is deciding against that. So we'll see how this plays out. Maybe Nico's on the alternative one, and they'll make the race more exciting, I guess. But
So it'll be faster with two stops than Nico one stop because Sito will be dead.
yeah,
in
but we have
almost the same laps like C3, so it'll be
we have
an
some very careful team orders here at JGP. You know, they shouldn't race each other too hard.
let the men win, Maxi.
Yeah, of course, but I've warned them against racing each other too hard.
How
I'm
dare
very
you.
tense right now, trying to keep we're trying to keep this one to keep the team's championship alive because we're very far behind top points. So yeah, as Tommy Ilatalo,
Yeah,
very close
with
to that
fresh new C3 tires will be the
Well, it should-
overtake here.
I think this should be fairly straightforward here.
Yeah.
The RSO. But he doesn't seem to be catching much.
Yeah, because before in Maggots Beckett's the dirty is so harsh on those cars, you lose a lot of time. So, and the DRS is not so powerful. You must find another place, maybe first DRS zone, so tempting, or here at the
You
end.
can definitely tell in the corners he's much quicker. He might have to. Will they go side by side through the first two corners? No, he decides against
Here
it.
at type. Here at type.
He'll have a chance to attack here. Tries to pull the switch back now.
Okay,
And
correct.
another switch back here. Tries to get the best exit possible. Now stick as close as you can. Open the RS once again. Can he try and move around the outside?
You can stay on our side.
Ooh, very late on the brakes. Very nice move here. That was very nicely executed. Well, that is Tommy Ilatalo passed. Of course, himself also crucial in the team's championship. Obviously, he's racing for Ox 10. The more points he can get, he's able to stop JGP from getting an advantage in the championship if he can score some more points. So he'll be pushing hard as well to try and get the best position possible.
Jordi has just passed Dave Southward for P5. But Southward is on the C2s, so he should have pace in the end.
Yeah, that seems like it, and Southwood might even be on the one stop potentially if he's on those C2s, so we'll have to wait how that plays out, if he pits again or not. This track is very tire wear heavy, from what I've been told from some of the drivers. So those C2s, as you say, Stephen, might come in handy later during the race. I think we saw in the Challenger race how steep the drop-off can be at the end of stints. For some of these guys, I think we saw the leader losing it just on the last few laps in Challenger. So they'll have to pay attention to that, definitely.
Quite a few battles happening all over the track at the moment, especially after the pit stops. Ali Gochman found himself challenging Case Wilhelms for P10.
Worm is in the pit lane from C2s. He should be rapid at the end. He should be pretty fast at the end if he's doing a 2-stop for C3s.
And on top of that, he's pit quite late into his first stint, so he's been able to take that first set of tires really long.
Yeah, but he's still so far back from the front two.
Yeah, I mean,
What he gonna put? Giovanni, C1?
he's on the C2 right now. He's just changed for the C2.
C3?
He's on C3s
Or,
currently.
oh, C3, sorry, pardon me.
So will be another stop. It's
Ali
hard to
Gochman
finish.
does get past Case here for P10. So that's the fight for the singular point. They're still at it. I think we'll see them try to battle each other into the first sector.
Oh, what a slide.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh no, it's unfortunate for Ali.
But he has a chance to get it back here.
Oh, he's just slammed his
that's-
weird wing into
DRS
the
for
wall.
both of them.
Right, I'm sorry, I'm behind.
I got this.
Riding on board with Jack Yates, I think this is.
Indeed it is.
Trying to get back into the points himself. I think this is this debut for Griffin Racing? Griffin Gaming?
No, he's been racing for Griffin for a while now, as he tries to muscle his way by, but Case has him covered.
Case has very good racecraft. We've seen it before in the Sprint Series as well as here in Premier. He's very adept at defending his position, even if he has a pace disadvantage. But
He's gonna try getting DRS.
yeah, seems to be gaming the DRS right here. It's very interesting for him. Let's see if that works out.
He's pretty close.
I think this might work out for him.
He says try jumping his battery.
And tries to get back the
Oh,
position, manages to as
beautiful.
well.
It worked.
That worked very well, very smart from him. Very intelligent driving right there. Oh, how do you guys feel about this gaming the DRS? I know people have split opinions on it, whether it's a fair tactic or not.
see why it's unfair.
Yeah, me neither, personally. And he's slowing him down. Beckett and Beckett as well. To try and hold the momentum. So he's really trying everything right here.
Gaming the DRS right here.
Felipe Olsen into the
nicely
pits.
done around the outside.
Felipe in the pits for the second time now.
It's still
And
there.
it still keeps position. This is amazing defensive driving right here.
What a break is that?
Will he try to steal DRS
Is he gonna
again?
do it again? Is he gonna do it again? Let's
Surely
see.
not.
No, he's decided against it now, but he might get
Someone
DRS
ahead of
from
him.
in front. He might get DRS from that car in front.
He's real close.
Let's see if the DRS opens up. It
No.
opens. I think that car was just exiting the pits, so he
Oh,
doesn't
no.
get the DRS.
Oh no!
Oh!
That was amazingly close.
So close. That must have been a contact. It must have been.
Oh,
It
no.
was.
This is
A moment. Yes. And
Oh,
was
I
like
got
it.
bad feeling.
inside. Will they go side by side?
Come on.
Of course.
Very nice.
They don't die.
Oh no!
Why did you say that?
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, Jack Yates seemingly
Oh,
out of the points now.
I think it's over.
I think he's gonna decide. Yeah,
Mhm.
there we go. That he's decided to retire. That is a shame.
Unfortunate.
That was amazing.
I also
So
see
close.
Tommy Ilitalo in P6,
That must
which
have been
is
a contact.
crucial because if he manages to gain another position,
Oh, no.
Oxtan will manage to keep
Yes.
the lead in
Oh,
the
I got
championship.
inside. Will they go side
Trying
by
his best
side?
to overtake that car that's in front of him, which I think is a Morim, if I'm not mistaken.
Very nice. They don't die.
Oh no!
Why did you say that? I'm so...
Yes.
That is painful.
Dirty of the
Dirty
in front.
and the curb as
Yeah,
well, the curb
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. It did him dirty there. Giovanni Amorim attempting the same thing.
Jody Lewis on the tail of Alex Cochran. We'll stick with Agnes and Giovanni for now, but we're gonna have to jump straight to that.
Yeah, I swear I've seen Jordy spin 3 times this race.
Yeah,
and
I know.
He's still,
I think he spun once and gone off track like 4 times.
yeah.
All
he's
at
made
the
a
same
lot of
turn.
mistakes, but the pace, that Dutch pace, is in there. And he's gonna attempt right here to grab that podium position.
C3 tires perform better than
Seems like it so
C2.
far.
even war tires.
You look at the
C3 war
top 2.
tires.
You look at the top 2, and Irmas has pulled a 13-second gap to his teammate, who's no slouch. You know, Nico and Irmas are fairly close in pace, so that just shows you the tire difference.
Jordy is really close now. He's gonna get the DRS surely. Maybe he'll overtake him.
I
doubt
think
it.
Alex saving energy is Beckett.
No, I don't know
As a
about
poor
that.
exit,
I don't know
As-
about that. Look at this.
It's going really slow.
yeah, as a poor exit.
I think the tire differential must be quite significant. I mean, again, looking at that top 2, and you can see Alex is on the white striped tire while Jordy's on the C3. So that might give a hint as to why Alex
Yes,
is
but
a bit off
Jordi
pace.
with
Really close now.
C3
He's gonna
must
get
beat
the
again,
DRS.
so
Maybe he'll
Alex
overtake
needs
him.
to-
I think
No,
Alex
but,
saving
if Alex can
Yeah.
stay with him, he must beat
Beckett.
at the same time and will be up there
No,
for that.
there's a poor exit.
Yeah,
I
sure,
don't know
because
about that. Look at this. It's
I don't know what
going
tire
really
they'll be
slow.
going on at the end. Obviously,
Yeah,
the
that's
2 stoppers
alright.
started on
I
C3s.
think
are now onto another set of C3s. So I'm doubtful that they'll do a C4 stint. That seems unlikely on this circuit. But
I
we'll
did
have to wait.
C3, C3, C4, but I had to extend each one 2 laps over.
Yeah.
The car was very difficult to handle.
Yeah, not
last lap.
drivable.
But was an aggressive stint because you can push the tires at the start of the lap.
Trying to see if there's a battle going on somewhere.
It's not.
If
Alex-
Alex can stay 1 or 2 laps more, he can pit for C4 easily.
Wait, what
2
lap
laps.
is it?
We're on lap
24
24.
by-
We have 10 laps left.
Yeah, you can
Interesting,
do
you
8
should
laps.
listen.
8
So
laps on
we're
C4.
late into the race, so it's definitely possible to pit now for a softer compound. So,
Tommy is in the pit lane.
Tommy in the pit lane, what compound will he put on? The first one to
It's
do
obviously
his second stop, I think. I think he
I
started
don't
on
think
the C2.
C.
He started
Did he?
on the
No, no.
C2, so he
No, no,
can-
C3.
he did. He was on the C2 at the beginning. I'm fairly
Yeah,
certain.
yeah. You're right. So C3 will be.
So he can pit for another. Yeah, there we go. Another set of C3s for him. So that should take him fairly comfortably to the end, and he might even have a tire advantage over some people. So let's see where he ends up at the end of this race. Comes out just behind Agnes and Giovanni. Agnes in front of him on the C2, so that should be a very realistic overtake, and then Giovanni on the C3. See Dave Southward on the C2 as well. Basically everyone from, except Jordi, everyone from P2 to P5 is on the C2, so those 3 will definitely be possible overtakes for Tommy if he can get up to pace on this compound.
Oh! All tires. And then
Hermes has pretty much checked out.
He's coming into the pit lane. I assume for C2s. I don't think he's been on that tire yet. He's got to pit for a different compound.
Been on C3 so far. Will he attempt the C4? I'm curious because insider sources, you know, I know he was contemplating it. So let's see what strike.
That he is. But my bets are always wrong.
I think he's trying C4.
C4. C4 is gonna put.
Yeah,
8
there's
laps
not
C4.
much left. 8 laps. Oh, and that's a weird angle to
I think
stop
that's
at.
me.
And
Oh, it's
what stripe tire does he have on?
Those are C4s.
Those are C4s. There we go.
Will
Oh,
Nico stay out? Forever? Probably not.
Nico's gonna try and stay out, isn't he?
is Nico? Yeah, he's leading, but the gap is small.
29 of 34 it says. Laps.
26.
26,
Oh.
26 or 34.
There's
Even
no
with
way.
2 seconds, yeah, no way.
So
Even
I
with
think
2 seconds on lap, it's impossible to catch him.
Yeah, I mean he's No, I can't tell the gap right now because it's all over the place.
He said 12 seconds.
He's pretty far back, but he can probably catch up really easily.
Yeah, and then those C2s will drop off as well.
Looks like they've already dropped off. He had a bit of a slide coming out.
He might. If I was him right now, I would consider pitting definitely.
Nah, he has
I
nothing
mean,
to
he
lose.
doesn't have anything to lose, does he? I mean, if he stays out, he has a chance at winning. If
Yeah.
he pits, he has no chance.
The danger of a mistake or a spin, I think,
From a
is
team's perspective, yeah, you want him to pit so you have a 1-2. He
Obviously,
doesn't
I'm
care
biased.
about that.
obviously I'm biased.
Oh, that's Case in the background.
Oh no. He hasn't hit the wall though.
Oh,
Kept it.
But
kept
Irmis
it
is
above the walls.
less than 10 seconds behind him.
Right, so he's catching at a rapid pace. I guess
We'll
we'll
see how
see
this
if this
goes,
ends.
too.
I pray to the racing gods. No incidents.
Maybe the C4 drop off. Maybe they overheat. Maybe they're slow.
Maybe they're slow. Maybe they overheat.
Jordy Lewis.
I mean, it's
Well,
really
that looks
Jordy Lewis
good, they're
is
really
P3.
quick.
When did that happen? Did Alex
Wait, what
pit?
happened?
No, I don't think Alex is pit. He overtook Alex,
It's not.
didn't he?
Oh, I missed that.
He did.
He overtook
maybe I
Alex.
did
He's
register
been
it.
there for a while. He's been there
You,
since
you
like
were
lap 20.
eating. You were eating.
No, yeah, I mean, I did
No, we
register.
showed it on replay. We showed it on replay.
Yeah, I'm an
Oh,
idiot.
did
I'm an
you?
idiot. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
It's just, it's so unlike him. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just not normal.
I'm his. You know, he's driving for our team, and this is unlike him. And I would love for him to finish on a podium. This would be his first podium, I think, in the Master Split ever.
But knowing him, something could happen. Very easy.
Lightning.
He's
Just,
a spectacular.
oh no, I enabled the lightning mod.
This is his charm. He's a spectacular driver. You never know what you're gonna get, so it's fun to watch him. You know.
Burns has caught over 2 seconds that lap. Over 3 seconds. In 3.4 seconds, he's caught him.
Wow. Okay, this is I mean,
yeah, but it's C4.
Oh, sorry,
by
it's
C4
2.4, not 3.4.
or
Jody
more.
Lewis just
Yeah.
spun. Jody Lewis just spun.
okay.
And again.
Oh, of
there we go.
course.
As
Well,
I
we're not even surprised.
As I said, you never
just
know
like-
what you're gonna get. This is what makes it interesting, and there goes
Oh, but Alex pits?
Oh,
Oh, you already also pitting. Oh,
Ali's
Oh,
pit.
oh,
Ali, oh my god.
you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, just, you know, don't let him know your next move. That's all I have to say.
Giovanni's in the pit, like.
But everybody's in the pits, everybody's in pits, and this is gonna help Tommy massively here.
Oh, Alex
Okay.
stayed out. That's
Okay.
Giovanni. I thought that was Alex in the pit lane.
Oh, it wasn't Alex? Okay, fair
It's
enough.
not.
So it's just Jordy. Why would he decide to pit at this point? I
Alex
don't
can
know.
pit
He
now.
just destroys
Because
tires.
it's fun.
Yeah, I don't know how heavily it affects these tires, the spin, but yeah, Irmis
What beats him?
still catching. Let's see what the gap will be.
It's gonna be like 5 seconds or less, surely.
I mean, on the real time, it's hovering around 5 seconds right now, and there's still 6 laps to go. So it's very
4.5
good.
behind. Because gonna have to do
4.5.
some serious defense, which I don't think he can do.
He's allowed, okay.
You're gonna take each other out. You know, I did predict Irmis would win the race, so anything could happen.
They can. This is my fear. I don't. You know, as a team owner, seeing this is the worst because obviously they're in 1-2. They're in the best possible position. I think Irmis might have even gone fastest lap.
I can't imagine he didn't.
The last thing you want right now is them battling hard, taking each other out, and Alex Cochran coming in for the win.
That's what we want, though.
The last thing
That's
you
gonna be
want.
entertaining.
See, that's what, as someone that is watching this for entertainment, that's definitely what you want. But in my position, in a biased position, it's not what I want, obviously.
That would be the Griffin Gaming comeback of the season.
He's on C-Force too, but he's in P8.
I mean,
Sorry, P9.
P9, there we go. So he's still in the points. This is
4
bit
laps
of a-
to go with only 2.5 seconds separating P1 and P2.
You can already see, and this is where you get excited as a driver when you start seeing the guy. When you start seeing the guy leading, you've been catching him all these laps.
I'll catch him at the end of this lap, and then I'll have the whole next lap.
It's gonna be, I hope.
He's got 4 more laps to do it, so he has time.
The Giovanni slowly catching up. Also, he had tire advantage.
Yeah, Giovanni on the C4 as well.
But C4 will be dead at the end. So
Just see how
let's
much
see.
of the apex is that Ermis is able to take in comparison to Nico's understeering all over the place.
Yeah, that front left on Nico's car must be in pain right now. That's what gets punished on Silverstone usually, is that front left. And he's been carrying that tire from fairly early stages in the race. I think he's one of the only people on the one stop actually. You can tell just with Maggots and Beckett's the difference is visibly big.
He's going to get DRS next lap. Is he even
It's,
going to need it?
It almost looks like an F2 car. Through the right hand corners you can just tell he's struggling.
Is he going to get
That
the
front
overtake
is
done
pushing.
before turn 3 is the question.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I think Ermis normally what you want to
Extended.
do is wait for the DRS. I think he does. I think he knows Nico's struggling. He definitely knows Nico's struggling. So he's waiting here for DRS. Let's see if he can make a move. DRS, and he's not even gonna defend. So there you go. That's Ermis in the lead now.
you think with the war tires it's front left, but it's rear left.
Really?
The more, yeah,
Okay.
the it's stressed because the leaning on the left every time, and you must put the power.
And you see
Yeah,
Tommy
okay.
here, as I think he's
Just been
fighting
passed.
here. Just been passed by Giovanni. We'll have to see how this battle turns out, because
Once again, tire advantage, C4 to C3.
as you said, that C4 though might drop off. You never know.
Yeah. I don't remember when Giovanni beat
Gordy seems to be catching Liebe Olsen. Let's
We'll
see
see if he
he's
crashes
in
this
before
time.
or after.
Maybe
Passes
Kilgore
him.
can show us
Killing him?
tire life.
He's gonna do it this lap.
Doesn't never know. He doesn't let us know his next move. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Never let him know. He's gonna send it on the inside, spin again. Where? Ooh.
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, and they make a bit of contact there.
They got real close. I don't think they touched though.
Those two cars really tricky to distinguish from their liveries. Both bright red. Same shade of red as well.
up there.
I wonder if Nico might attempt to steal that fastest lap.
Seems a bit late now.
He has the gap.
he'd have to pit now.
He'd have to pit now, yeah.
I don't even think he'd be able to get it. I just think Ermis is too fast.
Yeah, he'd have to warm his tyres up for a lap. He wouldn't get it.
Yeah, even on that C4. Well, Alex Cochran here with a mighty race though in that P3, must say.
Yeah, got P3 by the end of turn 3 and pretty much held it. Back and
I
forth.
think Dave
admittedly.
Southwood is on the season best performance as well
Yeah.
in that P4.
He's pretty close to Alex too.
Fairly close to Alex as well. On the C2 as well, so they're on the same tire. No tire advantage in terms of compound, and a little bit of an oversteer moment there for Southwood.
Who's your driver of the day? Mine has to be Damien DeGrasse for not showing up once again.
Gotta be me for showing up last minute.
Gotta be Maxi and Frogger and Stephen Heffernan barging into the commentator's booth unannounced.
Did we all barge in unannounced?
Yeah,
I
does it
told
make
you-
any
I told
better?
you.
Well, you would. I'll let you off.
Yeah, I went to go watch the sprint.
That means you're not committed, bro.
Alright, so
You do it all the time, man.
I
You
would
do it
say-
every week.
I know, because I never expect to be.
And we don't expect you to. So, and on that note, lap 33 of 34, penultimate lap. We're on board with Felipe Olsen, who is chasing down the likes of Jordi Lewis, but just isn't able to keep up. That's pretty much the closest battle we've got at the moment. Case Willems looks like he's going to bring home a point for Lioneers. And yeah, we're back on the last lap. Ermis Rees held the lead for the majority of this race. There's moments where Nico and even Alex led, but it was always in Ermis's grasp. Any comments, guys?
Not over yet.
It's not over yet.
My prediction still may be wrong.
It's the last lap. Anything can happen. We've seen it in the Challenger race. I would say my driver of the day would have to be Alex Cochran. That P3, you know, that's a really good drive. You got a really good start, and had some battles during the race, managed to come out on top. So yeah, P3 for Alex, I think, my driver of the day personally.
Yeah, you're right there. It's a strong drive, and you know it's always a very tough grid as well. You know, even if the champion is away.
Well, technically here.
Yeah,
technically here.
Not
I can still hear his voice now.
It's always like he's present.
Ermis Rees coming around the penultimate corner now, and has finally won a race this season. Happy to say.
About time.
It's been a long time. I think it's been
And he goes in the gravel!
Oh wow.
Lionel Chicane's in the gravel.
Nico Bossa.
Alex, oh, he's way far back. Never mind.
Nico giving
I think
himself
that was
enough
like
of a
40
buffer.
second gap. But Ermis Rees, he winner here. He hasn't won, I think, if I'm correct, since season 5. Has he? So that's a long time coming. Yeah.
Well, this has completely flipped the championship, at least for the constructors around.
Yeah, I think JGP would now be leading by a small margin. I think it's something like 3 points, 4 points in that sort of area.
You know, it's a
because Tommy about to, if he keeps that position, he'll be P7. So I think the gap would now be 4 points, if I'm correct.
Battle for the final, oh god, few corners. Felipe Olsen really holding on to 8th here, but Jordi Lewis wanting to put an end to that. I completely got it the wrong way around, didn't I? Two very similar looking cars.
Yeah, they're both the same shade of red. But Jordi keeps it there, P8.
Good stuff.
Considering all the mistakes and spins, that's a solid drive to still finish in the points.
I mean, there's some good racing all around in both splits tonight. You know, I know Silverstone, it almost goes unannounced that it's a very difficult track. It's a lot of people's favourite track, but it is still a very high-skilled track, even though it doesn't look like it. Just very technical. And yeah, well done to everyone who participated tonight. Lovely to see. And
Guess we wait for interviews.
guess we're waiting for interviews.
If there are any.
Oops, wrong one.
I one day want to talk to us three. We're so lovely.
Yeah, where we...
Well, whilst we wait for interviews, how about we have a word from our sponsor, right? So, how about that?
Mon petit chien, tu es si belle, pourquoi sais-tu?
What the bloody hell did you just say?
Mon petit poulet, comme t'es pas formé un sauvage.
I swear me none, mate. You say that one more time, I'll knock your block off.
Pourquoi ne pas fait l'amour pâté?
Look, mate, I don't know what you're trying to sell me here. I'm just here for the Formula 1. What are you trying to do here?
Numero 47 par les sondes.
Number 47 by South.
And thank you once again from our sponsors, DAC, for sponsoring the Silverstone Grand Prix. Remember, guys, you can always do the same. We've got plenty of races to sponsor. And who have we got ready for interviews, eh? We have got
2 people.
we've got Alex Cochran, P3, a season best. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, very happy with that. Didn't expect a podium coming into this, so yeah, definitely happy to walk away with one.
Awesome stuff. But yeah, I mean, walk us through it. You had a very tough time staying with Geordie Lois at one point, and then they all swung in your favour.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, as you say, this start, I started P4, I got to P3 at the start with Geordie. He kind of started to come back at me, and then he made a little error. I think he locked the rears in the braking zone or something and lost the car. Yeah, he came back at me at the end, but he was on a 2-stop, I'm pretty sure, before he spun. So I just kind of let him through. There was no real need to push him to, try race him that hard, because I would swear he's going to have to pit again. He must have been doing the C4s, because he was on like 7 laps till the end or something when he spun. So maybe he would have got me again. I don't know, but he made the mistake, and then that was it basically.
Well, he was on a mission that whole race. Even though he kept making mistakes, he was determined that podium was his. It's a shame that it turned out how it did. But anyway, congratulations. That's not to steal the thunder from you. Yeah, P3. I mean, surely this is just the start of things to come, right?
Well, fingers crossed. Yeah, I mean, Silverstone. I've always been relatively strong at Silverstone. I like the high-speed tracks like this. Yeah, and obviously Brazil next. I like Brazil. Touch wood. I've got no wood near me. I've always scored points at Brazil.
Always got wood near you.
I've always scored points at Brazil, so fingers crossed and get another good result there. A podium would be nice again, obviously. Helps Griffin obviously in the team championship as well. And Japan as the last round. Yeah, I'm not always great at Japan, but it's a great track. Everyone loves it, so it'll be great to finish the season off there. Unfortunate for my teammate as well, Jackie Yates. He had a really strong start actually, and then I think he got together with someone who rejoined the track, and then the race was a bit over after that. He made another mistake, and that was it. So it's a shame.
That was my bad. I said they didn't die, and then he died like half a second after I said that.
Yeah, commentator's curse is the thing, though, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
Get rid of it.
Go on. Sorry.
No, I'm over. You go.
Well, I was just about to say thank you very much for putting on a great race, Alex. I mean, it's always great to see you up there, and it's a rare podium. No offense.
Wow, rude. Yeah, no, I understand. Thanks a lot for streaming.
Thank you. Okay, let's get our race winner in here. Congratulations, Hermes! You finally did it. You won your race this season. How'd you feel?
Oh boy.
Yes, it's about time.
You've swung the Constructors' Championship in Younger GP's favour with that 1-2 as well. So
Yeah, that was the main goal today. We had to basically race clean. That was the whole challenge today, especially with the 2-stop, because every stint the tires were they were red for me. The only way I could make a 2-stop work was by stretching the tires a bit.
Yeah, it was noticeable.
I didn't want to touch the C2 at all, because I was sucking on those, they weren't a compound for me today.
Well, I mean, you made it very exciting at least. I mean, Nico deciding to stay out and just persevere whilst you were on the C4 compound was it's definitely thrilling, to say the least.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to drive actually, and the porpoising was less of an issue than I expected.
Yeah, I mean, it looks crazy from an outsider's perspective. Briefly had experience with the car, and porpoising, yeah, is killer. So congratulations for managing that.
Thank you.
Where are we next? Brazil, isn't it? How do you feel?
Yes, 2 races to go. Well, I'm feeling pretty good for the last 2 races because they require balanced high downforce setup basically. That's not too draggy, and I think I've got that down with this Silverstone setup.
Yeah. Well,
Just need to add some wings, and let's see how it goes.
Let's see how Stevenson, what he can say to that.
I plan to be there.
Yes, be there or be square.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hermes. You made tonight's race very exciting to watch and commentate on, and it's always a pleasure.
It is. Thank you.
And let's get Case Willems in here. P10. Congratulations on the point. Well deserved. I'm sure there's parts of you that the race could have gone a bit better, but why don't you walk us through it?
Well, I think the start went surprisingly well. It was obviously a bit scruffy at the first lap, but I think it went reasonably well. I think. Oh, where did I get up to? I think I got to P9, P8, maybe a bit higher at some point. Then unfortunately, I think. Well, I spun. Well, not exactly too unnormal for me. But then I think I had a decent recovery. Went on the C2 tires; they were quite well. But then later on, I got on the C3s again, which are really, really fast. Though I've been struggling a bit with my EOS management. It's proven to be quite difficult with this car. I think the RSS from last season was a bit easier to manage with this in terms of deployment as well. But yeah, man, I had a really great battle with Jack Yates. I think, from what I understood, he spun because he touched the green stuff. Rather unfortunate. It was a really great battle. Finally, being able to fight with someone again, it brought so much energy back in me. And I'm not sure how much you guys got of that off stream, but it was really exciting for me again, and it's great to be back in the points.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure to see. Brazil next. How'd you feel?
It's been a while since I've driven there. I'm not sure which mod we're gonna use, but yeah, it's been a while since I've driven there. I'm gonna need to practice quite a bit more than I normally do. But yeah, I think it's gonna be quite exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit different now having Brazil as a second to last race instead of Suzuka, but
I wanted to be last, bro. Last race, it's built different, bro. It's the best track on the calendar.
Well, thank you for racing tonight, Case, and doing Lion as a solid. But yeah, thank you everyone for participating tonight. Everyone who helped out with the stream. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to do. And until next time, 2 weeks time, when we have the same thing again, but in Brazil. So don't miss out on that. Thank you very much, and have a